I'm just here for the de-aged Admiral Akbar cameo. It's a trap! Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Welcome to the channel. I apologize for starting with such a horrible joke. Before I get into it, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. It helps the channel out so very much. And I am so appreciative of everyone who has already done it. It's been a great journey and I can't wait to continue it with you. While Mando is one of my favorite shows of all time, this season hasn't been as laser focused as the other seasons. So I think it's thrown a lot of people off, myself included at times. But this last episode, and I'm presuming this one too, have really been just excellent. I cannot wait to see this finale, because last week was some of the best Star Wars that we've gotten out of this series, and this week I think that's going to continue. So instead of me rambling, let's just get into this. Oh, we're right here. Wow, I didn't think that jetpacks could make it that far. Crazy. Or I wasn't sure how far they could make it, I should say. There it is. Oh. What? They gave them flamethrowers, what? They've got all the...
No.
Grogu saved him. He's spraying him with Bacta.
Help me up.
Oh. The return. Who's returning? Oh, there go the interceptors.
No, I'll take care of him myself.
Oh boy. Oh, poor R5. Come on, buddy, it's your time to shine.
Load everyone onto the dropships. Go.
Axe is gonna sacrifice himself. Oh my god. Oh! they just flew into dropships. I saw that in live action. Where's the armorer, by the way? Oh, Axe. Got a weapon. He's starting without a weapon. Oh, and now he's lost it again. Just a freaking knife. He is taking them out with just a freaking knife. Ah, mouse droid. There it is. Oh. A contingent of mouse droids are attacking. It is him. He's been cloning himself. Freaking no. Oh! Those were his clones.
Lady Kryze, your reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, there she is. This is gonna be a full-on war for Mandalore. With the saber. That's flying with the saber out. That is. I need to spray paint that on a van. Oh, this is incredible. it so much.
My clones
I
were
should've-
finally going to be perfect by adding the one thing I never had. The Force.
Yeah.
I was isolating the potential to wield the Force and incorporating it into an unstoppable army.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I was waiting for those guys. I was waiting for them. Okay, Den, this is a lot, buddy. Even for you. Force time.
No, no, no. No!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, somebody trained with Luke. Oh! Heck yeah. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I like a staff. Get him, Bo. Get him, get him, get him. I'm surprised Gideon didn't tell them that they had to spare the child. Nice. Nice. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork. Oh. Oh, I loved how that worked. Axe. Axe, you've proven yourself.
Koska, come in!
Oh!
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Okay, Axe. I was gonna say, get out of there. But you just won me over. Crashing the ship into the... Oh, this is awesome. Nope. And Grogu saved him. Oh, it's beautiful. Buddy.
He is too young to speak, so he is too young to take the creed.
Then I will adopt him as my own.
This is the way. You are now Din Grogu, Mandalorian apprentice.
Oh.
You don't have the resources to protect the Outer Rim, let alone hunt down Imperial remnants.
Ah.
Let me get this straight. You want to work for the New Republic?
On a case-by-case basis, independent contractor.
Let me think about it.
You already did. It's a good deal and you know it.
Is that so?
All I require is a small advance.
Just outside of town where you can lay low with your new family if you choose so.
Thank you.
Love it. He's got a home. He's got 2 homes.
Greetings, citizens.
IG-13?
I am IG-11.
Oh.
Your new Marshal of Navarre. I am here to serve and protect the citizenry.
Yes. That was a beautiful ending. What a great finale. I am a little disappointed I didn't get my de-aged Admiral Akbar, but what are you gonna do? But no, that finale paid off everything from the season. I can't think of a better way to really wrap up so many storylines that have been going on, well, not even just from the season, but from the beginning. Even the fact that Gideon died, I have this thing in my head where I'm going, yeah, he died, but he's also been cloning himself. So I'm not going to be surprised if we see him again. That there is not a Gideon clone running around out there because the guy was too egotistical. He's going to have another one of himself in spare. In fact, I'm not going to be too terribly surprised if we find out that that was the clone, that the real Gideon is out there somewhere. That, you know, he didn't perfect the cloning with the Force, but doesn't mean he couldn't have just cloned himself. We saw several of him in those vats. Those seem to have been Force-sensitive versions, which terrifying, but I gotta imagine there's another version of him out there somewhere just waiting to hatch his next plot or take revenge on Mandalore for what it did. I could very much see an obsessed Gideon brought back from the dead, so to speak, coming back for Din, for Bo, retaking Mandalore, and doing it from the shadows, much like this season where you didn't know who was moving the pieces until. I am surprised we didn't get a Thrawn cameo. I really thought the end of the episode or even a stinger in the episode would have been a Thrawn reveal, but no, I guess they're saving that fully for Ahsoka. That was a theory that just got shot out of the water. Speaking of the spies, last week a lot of us had theorized, okay, who's the spy, who's going to be the person that turned them in or is going to turn them in, you know, or actually should betray them. The answer was nobody, and I think it was Kenny, one of you guys, who had said that, you know, maybe the spies is just actually the recon team, because that would be another name for the recon team. They're spies. And I think that's what it was at this point, because I think that's what they were referring to as, you know, they were the spies because they were doing recon on the planet. So that was I think that was an intentional misdirect, though. I really think that was a little bit of a misdirect by them to get us thinking that maybe someone would betray them, that it would throw us off kilter, that we wouldn't fully trust everyone around them with that title. And I didn't. I thought it might be the people they met on Mandalore. I thought it might be Axe. I really thought it was going to be the Armorer, and no, it was none of them. And I'm kind of happy about that. I'm not the biggest Armorer fan. She's growing on me more and more now that she's not getting as rigid as she was. But Axe, he really won me over this episode. If he had no way off that ship, he would have flown it into that base. He was going to go down with that ship if he had to. I have no doubts about that. He was fully prepared to die for the cause, to die for the Mandalorians. Buddy, you went up way in my book. And the refugee pirates, I guess we'll call them, they were able to prove that life can grow on the planet. They're going to be able to reseed Mandalore, which is something I would love to start seeing next season. I gotta imagine they can't flash forward too far at this point, because even Filoni and Favreau have talked about the fact that, yeah, we've only got a certain amount of time we can play with before we start running into the sequels. You know, they got to be aware they can't go too far, or else they're going to leave themselves no more runway. So that's just me saying, I don't know that I expect next season to see a fully green Mandalore, but I would love to see them starting to cultivate Mandalore again. That I could see. And thematically, I love that it took all of them. Mandalorians are stronger together. They even said it in the episode. It was the fact that they couldn't have done it all on their own. Din going after Gideon, he didn't even do all of that on his own. He had R5. He had Grogu. Fighting the Praetorians, he needed Grogu to help him. And then Grogu needed the help from Din. And to fight Gideon, it took all three. It took Grogu. It took Din. It took Bo. In the end, it took Axe as well, crashing that ship into the base. It really thematically hit home because the entire season, it was about the fact that they were all disconnected. No one was together. Bo was alone. The Watch was so rigid they wouldn't even accept other Mandalorians. Den was just trying to figure out where he even fit anymore. And here we have an ending where everyone came together to take back Mandalore, to stop Gideon, and we saw it individually with Bo, Din, and Grogu. Three very different clans, if you will, coming together to stop Gideon, the man who ruined Mandalore. A foundling, the Watch, and a night owl. Oh, and I have to talk about that ending of not them on the farm, no, so to speak. I did love that though. They now have a new job for the Republic doing bounties. Love it, love it, love it. We're going back to season 1, baby. We are going back to Bo going after bounties again. We are going to start seeing him hunting Imperial remnants. That is a season 4 I want to see. Man, Din is going to be hunting them. Mando and Grogu off on adventures, hunting down each of these guys. We talked about some of them seemed like pirates. Some of them seemed like, they're pretending to be Imperial. Well, you could tell a couple of them were just sitting on their fat stacks of gold and, enjoying life. They were barely Imperial anymore. They truly were warlords. We're gonna see him take some of those guys down, and I cannot wait. That ought to be you could not make me happier. He's gonna become the bane of the Imperial remnants, and just chef's kiss. What a path for Din. You leave the door wide open for him, well, to cross paths with Ron, which will eventually happen, we know, because of Filoni's doing the movie. You leave the door open for Bo calls him to do a job. Oh, hey, we're getting issues with an Imperial over here. All the people he's met in the past, even the Jack Black character, Boba, whoever, somebody can give him a call and go, hey, we're having issues with an Imperial remnant over here. And then not only just as, hey, I'll help you because you're my friend or ally, but he can do it now under the guise of, hey, I can get paid for this too. So I'm 100% there. Let's go. What's crazy is I don't know that I have any predictions outside of that. I think that we're just going to see Din next season going after another warlord or something of that nature, which I am fine with. I'm sure it'll lead to another storyline. And like I said, I could see a Gideon clone show up and want to take revenge on Mandalore and Den, but I think that would be something under the surface. And he might even sit out season 4 and we don't see him until season 5. But I just think that we're not done with Gideon. I really think that there is a clone out there somewhere. It also means there's a possibility that the Imperial Remnant will be gunning for Den because he is such a threat. The Mandos in general are a massive threat. So, Ooh. Will Thrawn and the Remnant come for Mandalore in the movie Filoni's doing? If they're perceived as such a threat to the Empire taking back over the galaxy, that might be something they all turn their eyes on to quash before it can truly regain full power. Ooh. Anyway, what did you think of this finale? Leave your comments below. Did any of your predictions come true? Were you surprised at no cameos this time? Do you think that is the last we'll see of Gideon? Whatever your thoughts, leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like I mentioned up top, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.